Hello my friends, in this video I'm going to show you how to make one of the most beneficial natural fertilizers using free ingredients. So first I'm going to explain a little bit about it, and then we'll go outside and I'll show you exactly how you can make this and what ratios and dilutions you need to be using. Okay, so the resource here is somewhat misunderstood. I'm going to clear some things up. Now this resource I'm talking about is wood ashes. Now Mother Nature has created this system that is perfect, where when a brush fire or something burns to the ground, the earth becomes very fertile afterwards. It's also known as slash and burn agriculture. That's because the plants go into the ground and the roots mine minerals and everything else that it needs, which it then stores within the plant tissue. When the burning process happens, the minerals are not affected by the heat. So the minerals remain in the ashes and it becomes a very concentrated source of exactly what the plants need. So wood ashes are full of potassium. They used to call it potash. The name originates from the old method of extracting potassium carbonate, where wood ashes were leached and the resulting solution was evaporated in large iron pots, leaving a residue called potash, hence the name potash. That's what our ancestors used to call it. They didn't know exactly that it was filled with potassium, magnesium and calcium, but they understood that things grow really well after there's a fire in the area. So we're going to utilize this ancient wisdom with our ancestors and of nature, and I'll show you exactly how to make it. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is acquire some fresh wood ash. Now the very important thing here is that the ash has not been exposed to rain, okay? This is because all of the minerals are very water soluble, meaning that they are easily washed away by the rain. This is one reason it is such a good fertilizer, but it's also the reason that you can't think that you're going to go to your old burn pile or fire pit and get some of the old ash and use that. So it's very important that you use fresh wood ashes that have not been exposed to the elements. The best kind of ashes for this fertilizer come from a mixture of different kinds of woods, mostly hardwoods, some softwoods, and smaller diameter twigs like the size of your finger and smaller. If you can get ash from those, that's ideal, but any ash will work, even if it's pellets. But as long as it's not been treated with chemicals, the ash will work great. So gather whatever kind of ash you can find, just as long as it's wood ash. There can be no plastic or paint or any kind of chemicals. This has to be fresh, clean and natural. Once you've acquired the appropriate kind of wood ash, then we're going to mix a solution of 1 part ashes to 5 parts water. So here we're using a bucket. It doesn't matter what size of bucket you use, as long as you follow the 1:5 ratio, it's nice and easy. Once you have your 1 part of ash mixed into your bucket, then you want to add your 5 parts of water. Preferably rainwater that you have captured yourself, but tap water or well water will also work. So fill it the rest of the way and stir it really well. This is important. You must make sure that it's all dissolved, so stir well. Make sure you get to the bottom and you get all of the residuals on the sides of the bucket. And once you've mixed it really well, then take 1 cup per gallon of this solution and dilute it with water in your watering can. So this is a 2-gallon watering can, and I've got a ½ cup measure. We're going to take 2 cups of the wood ash water mixture and add it into the watering can. Again, try to use rainwater whenever possible. So we're going to fill up our can the rest of the way, and we are going to take it and water the plants. Now plants that will love this concoction are anything in the allium family, so your garlic, chives, leeks and green onions. Also tomatoes, not in the allium family, but they love this. Now contrary to popular belief, listen closely because this is the misconception. Contrary to popular belief, this does not actually change the pH of the soil. Not very much. You would have to use a boatload of this to actually change the pH of the soil. So contrary to popular understanding, the plant roof itself is actually what controls the pH of the soil in the rhizosphere, the area that is directly around the root system. The plant regulates the pH of that by a combination of releasing different kinds of sugars and interactions with bacteria and fungi in the soil. You don't really have to worry unless you're using a boatload of this and way more than what we've made here and way more than what we would use. You're not going to change the pH of your soil with this. So feel free to use it once a week at the dilutions we have covered when making this recipe. 1 cup per gallon of water after the solution is made, and your plants are going to love it. Make this part of your natural fertilizer regime when you're using the Jadam or K&F fertilizers once per week. All of these things in combination are going to give you really nutrient-dense, healthy produce. You can use this definitely on anything in the allium family, like I said, also any of the leafy greens. Your Swiss chard, broccoli, kales, cabbage, spinach, all of that stuff is going to love this. Fruiting plants like tomatoes and peppers are going to love this as well. I've used it on all that kind of stuff before. The important thing to remember is to not use too much of it in one go. Even good things can become bad if used too often or too concentrated. So that's everything for this video. Please give the video a thumbs up, like, and share it with anyone that needs this knowledge. See you in the next one.